to the show tonight. Yeah, this is Doug from Derby, Kansas.
And I'm Jeff from Los Angeles, California. Another installment of the Doug and Jeff Show.
I can't believe it. Another one already, Jeff. You know, this show is so jam-packed. We've got videos, we've got music videos, we've got all kinds.
Hold on, Doug. Before we get started here, I want to bring up something. Can I do that right now?
Okay, Jeff.
Yeah. All right. As you very well know, Doug, that we get thousands of emails every week from our viewers. And I thought it might be a great idea to read a couple of them on the air. This is, after all, a very viewer-driven show. If it weren't for the viewers, we would just be another lame, half-baked show. But thanks to our viewers and our fans, we're able to say that we're in the top 5 talk shows of all times. It may not be true, but we can say it.
Very true. Now that is true, Jeff.
Yeah, that is true. You're absolutely right. At any rate, Carl, our loyal assistant screener, has picked out a few hand-picked emails, and so I thought, hey, let's read them on the air.
This is a great idea, man. Was this your idea or was this Carl's, man?
Well, it was Carl's idea, but I approved it.
Well, it was a great improvement, Jeff.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah.
I say let's get started. What do you say, man?
I'm ready, Jeff. Let's get fired up, man. Ready?
Yeah,
let's do it.
Our first email comes from Sarah, all the way from Benton Harbor, Michigan.
Hi, Sarah.
Yeah, hi, Sarah. Oh, she's kind of cute, isn't she?
Yeah.
Anyway, Sarah writes, how come Doug laughs at his own jokes?
Sarah, what a thing to say, man.
I'd like to know that, too.
Well, they're funny. The audience, are they funny or not?
You're a funny guy, Doug, but looks aren't everything.
Really? Okay, we got to move on. What's the next question? Sarah, you're on our spam list.
Hey, Sarah's out. No more Sarah. Anyway, our next email is from Billy Mumphrey. He's all the way from Lincoln, Nebraska.
Hi, Billy.
Hi, Billy. How are you? Billy writes, after they make styrofoam, what do they ship it in? Well, that's a good question.
Good question.
Yeah.
Man, does he have another question that we could try to answer instead?
Oh, he does have another question here, yeah. Are there any unguided missiles, Billy wants to know? Unguided missiles.
Ooh, man,
I think they're pretty much all guided, at least.
I would hope so. You know, you would hope so.
You don't want to shoot it and just have it go.
Billy,
Yeah,
what are you asking us
missiles,
for? What a
Bill.
question, man. Maybe he's got the wrong show, Jeff.
I think so. At any rate, let's move on. Oh, this next one, believe it or not, is from our good friend, Tom Pikowski. You remember Tom, don't you, Doug?
I do,
Yeah.
Jeff. I do.
Looks like he's having fun there. Tom currently resides at the Huron Valley Correctional Facility in Lovelock, Nevada. Ooh.
Wow.
He doing a little time for embezzlement.
Oh.
Well, Tom, hope you don't have to stay too long there.
Yeah.
Tom sent a photo along of Tom in better days before he was incarcerated. And here's a photo of Tom now, horsing around with a couple of his buddies and his cellmates. Anyway, hope you get out soon, Tom. Get the old gang together, hatch a scheme or something. No, I didn't really do that.
Right,
Anyway,
right.
Tom's question is, how do you guys produce such a polished and professional show week after week?
Finally, Jeff.
A well thought out and easy question. Thank you, Tom. Thank you. Now, Doug, I think why don't you take this one from here?
Well-
You tell us how the Doug and Jeff brand got born and a little bit of history, a backstory of it.
All righty, Jeff. You know, you bet. Because I started playing guitar when at a very early age. You know, I first got into the show business bug. You know, it bit me when I was watching Bugs Bunny and Yogi Bear in the Warner Brothers gang. You know, I said, Ma, I want to play guitar like Bugs.
Oh, yeah.
Can you get me a guitar, please?
Yeah.
So, hey, she got me a guitar, and I became just like Bugs, man, having fun, you know. And since I played piano since I was 6.5 months old, we got in some bands together. You know, we were the Doug and Jeff band first with Carl.
Right. With Carl. And Carl, if you look at the photo, there's a photo of it.
Yeah.
You can see Carl in the background. He's the drummer.
If you never knew what he looked like, hey, there you go, bud.
There you go.
And then, you know, we were in bands with the Jeff, Jim, and Doug band.
Played a lot of parties,
Hold-ons.
bars, dances,
Hold-ons.
dances.
Yeah. But you know, after that, I don't know
Well, we
if
went our separate ways then. After the Jeff, Jim, and Doug band broke up, remember I joined that mariachi band.
I remember,
And-
Jeff.
Yeah, we played Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, California. I really honed my guitar playing skills. It was a great time in my life. By this photo you can see here, I practiced my vocals probably 4 to 5 hours a day.
Wow.
But I had to leave that band.
Jeff, I heard about it, and you said, "Oh, that'd be fun." And then he said, "What was that?" He backed up to see what it was. Two cars hit you, man.
That hit my pocket, and then another one went the other way at that point. So I got laid up for a while.
No, I don't blame you. That's
So
not
I
hard.
got kind of sour to music in the band playing scene. So, but luckily for me, I had a job as an interviewer, a field reporter actually is what my title was. A field reporter for WBS Television in Toledo, Ohio. And one of my very first gig as a field reporter was to interview this inmate in the local prison. But I got there a day late. Unfortunately, the guy I was supposed to interview, the inmate, was executed the day before, so I didn't get to do that.
Oh man.
But I did some other interviews, and it really worked out well. But the thing that I wanted to say is that all this music, all this singing, all this guitar playing, and the talk show, the interviews that I did, the field reporter,
Right.
all led up to culminating to the Doug and Jeff show, the Doug and Jeff show.
Well, wow, that is incredible. Really interesting life and career as a musician, Jeff. It's unbelievable. Now wait, there was one time you entered this contest and you won, Jeff. You were a winner of the Barry Manilow look-alike contest.
That was me.
Right. Yeah, there's a picture. Yeah. When the Jeff, Jim, and Doug show broke up, I sort of was lost, Jeff. So I didn't know what to do. I applied for this job, though, Jeff, with the White House.
Oh, that's right. We were the
Yes.
diplomat to Libya.
Yes, Jeff.
Oh, that's
I
right.
lasted about 6 months.
I came to visit you too, didn't we? We met Omar.
Here's our picture right there.
Yeah.
Yes, Jeff. We ate raw lamb that day. Remember?
Doug, while you were eating that, I was at the falafel stand across the street. I got a falafel. It was pretty good too.
6 months off, and I went and mountain climbed, but that only lasted about 3 days, Jeff. The birds, and I tried the bus driver.
Damn birds.
Bus driver. I tried even a captain of a ship, Jeff. I couldn't. Then I was a truck driver. And none of that was just happening, Jeff. So what I did was I bought a computer.
Yeah.
And I started a show called The Doug's Dime Show.
I remember that.
Yes. You wrote me an email and says, it was great, but why don't you change this and this and this, and then have me on the show.
Right, I remember that. I
stand-
insisted that I be on the show, right?
Right. This is how it all began. I said, Jeff, you're on. You're on. And so we're on our 20th show
20th
already,
show,
Tom.
yeah.
I'm glad you asked that question.
Yeah, thank you, Tom.
Everybody,
And I hope
let's hear it for
soon.
Tom. Let's hear it for Tom.
Yeah.
All right. There's another picture of Tom there. Hey, good luck with you, buddy. Hey.
All right, we'll be right back after these messages.
All right. See you on the other side.
Nothing like fresh bus fumes. Hi everyone, Doug here.
Hey, Doug.
Okay.
Doug.
I was supposed to meet Jeff here for this segment of the Doug and Jeff show, but as usual, folks, he's late. What am I gonna do with that guy? I wish he'd take this show more seriously. He must think we're a couple of cartoon clowns. I should have told him to be here 3 hours ago, and he'd still be 10 minutes late. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Doug and Jeff show. Hey, Jeff, do you know what happened yesterday in North Korea, buddy?
What now?
Well, North Koreans and Kim Jong-il, they've been big fans of the Doug and Jeff show for many years, Jeff.
Yes, they have 2 years now, too. Yeah.
Things have changed, though, since Kim Jong. He wanted me to call him Kimmy since he passed on, Jeff. Well, there he is in his underwear, Jeff.
Yeah, he passed away not too long ago, and his son, Kim Jong-un, took over.
Yes.
He didn't care for us, I don't think.
I don't think they do, Jeff, because I got this video clip, and it's of Kim Jong-un and the North Korea Parliament, man, just dropping like a ton of bricks the Doug and Jeff Show from its fall lineup program.
My people of North Korea, no more Doug and Jeff Show on your TV.
Yes,
We've
Jeff.
always been in support of North Korea's brutal dictatorship. We've always supported them.
I know we have. We've been
You kidding? They dropped the show?
Yeah, Jeff. They dropped us, man, like a hot potato.
All right. Well, do you know how the people reacted? Maybe they can save us.
Let's take a look at this news release, Jeff, and you'll find out for yourself firsthand.
No more Doug and Jeff Show. I am cutting them off from the fall lineup. They are very bad people. No more Doug and Jeff Show in North Korea.
Wow, have a cow, lady.
Yeah, really. I didn't realize it was so bad. Maybe we could broadcast over Radio Free Asia or something like that.
You know what, Jeff? That's a great idea. I'll have Carl look into that tomorrow.
You're watching Doug and Jeff on WBS TV.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah.
Hey, I know you have 4 dogs, and 3
That's
of them
right.
are incontinent, but do you know where they came from, Jeff?
Yeah. 3 came from the Bob's Pet Shop at the mall, and 1 came from the dog pound.
Well, no, I don't mean that, Jeff. Which country did these dogs come from?
Oh, I have no idea.
Well, I was watching the Animal Planet the other night, and yeah, they had tips on how to tell which country your dog came from, which was quite interesting. In fact, yes, let's watch this clip and see if you can tell if this dog is from Cuba.
Yeah, that dog's from Cuba, all right.
Sure is, Jeff. You know, and the next segment on the Animal Planet that night was about crossbreeding of humans with dogs, Jeff.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's pretty scary stuff. But when they're full grown, they're so totally self-sufficient. They open cans, Jeff. They mow the lawn. They drive cars. They ride bikes. They feed themselves with works.
Wow.
I couldn't believe it until I saw this video, Jeff.
Let the dogs out! Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Everybody was nice, the party was bumping. And everybody having a ball. Until the fellas started name calling. And the girls respond to the call. I heard a boy shout out, "Who let the dogs out?"
Yeah, that's pretty amazing, all right.
It is, Jeff, but not as amazing as this. They can actually get on your computer. They can play musical instruments, which is sort of good when you want to have a party.
That's true.
And then they can talk on the phone. But what they do is they talk all night, Jeff.
Wow, that's really amazing.
It is.
I guess we can look forward to them cleaning up after themselves, too.
Yeah, then they can carry the plastic baggie, Jeff.
Right.
Well, hi everybody, and welcome to the Doug and Jeff Show. Hey, we're into exercising. And you know, my grandmother started walking 5 miles a day when she was 60. Now she's 97 and we don't know where the heck she is. Yeah, we're taking a walk. You know, I joined a health club last year and spent about $400. I haven't lost a pound, Jeff. Apparently you have to show up. Hey, let's get back. Let's go. We gotta keep going.
Hey, Doug, you know my brother Steve, right?
Oh, yeah, Jeff. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's got a son. His name is Charles. He's 28 years old, and he's having trouble finding a job.
Oh.
At the last family gathering at Christmas time, he was complaining to all the family members around the table that he couldn't find a job. He used to work at the carnival, but now he's trying to get an entry-level position in the corporate world.
Oh, wow.
And I noticed that his haircut didn't look really nice. You know, I mean, it looked untamed. He needed to tame it down a little bit. It was too trimmed around the ears. He didn't have any sideburns. And then if you smoothed all of that out, I thought that it was probably really up his chances for finding a position in the corporate world.
Well, that's one thing you need to have.
Right.
Can I see a picture of him just, and I'll give him some
Sure.
tips. I'll give him some tips here.
First impressions are always what stick with people the most.
Right.
Yeah, here's a photo of him right here.
Oh.
Now, you see, he doesn't have any sideburns and it's too trimmed around the ears. If you fix that, I think you'd probably really have a much better chance of finding a job.
I agree, Jeff. I agree. And plus, it would accent that front nose ring there that he's got, which I love the color. Okay,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, but I think those sideburns need to be there, Jeff. You know,
I agree. That nose ring really accents his features of his face. That was a good choice for him. Although he went into a sneezing fit, he was not feeling all that well, and he needed a beach towel to cover his face when he sneezed because boom, it just exploded out over those 4 holes that he's got in his nose there.
oh man.
Also, when he turns too fast, like this, boom, the earlobe ring kind of comes over and knocks him in the nose. So
Well,
he's got to be careful about that.
Besides getting a proper haircut, my second tip is don't do fast motions when you
Right.
go for that job interview, Jeff, because of that.
Smooth motion, smooth.
Be true,
Right.
But those are the tips from the Doug and Jeff show,
Yeah.
and I wish
Yeah,
him the
so-
best, Jeff. I wish him the best.
I'm going to pass those tips on to him, and we'll see in the next episode how he's doing as far as finding a job.
All right.
Now, you know that Justin Bieber, not to change the subject, but Justin Bieber is the hardest working entertainer in show business.
That's what I've been reading too, Jeff.
The guy signs autographs, he's rehearsing, he's working out, he's doing talk shows, he's doing all sorts of stuff to promote himself. The kid's only 18 years old, and I think he's doing a great job.
I do too.
He's as busy as a beaver.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
That's, I think, one of the latest biopics that are being sent to all the radio and TV stations in the world, and I wish him the best. I wish
Yeah,
Justin
I
Bieber
did too.
the best. We'll be right back, folks.
Hello?
Honey? Are you at the club?
Yes?
I'm at the mall now, and I found this beautiful leather coat. It's only $1,000. Can I get it?
Well, sure, if you like it that much.
Okay. I also stopped by the Mercedes dealership and saw the new model. The one I really
How
like.
much?
120.
Well, at that price, I want it with all the options.
Great. Oh, and one more thing. The house we wanted last year is back on the market. They're asking 1.5.
We'll make them an offer. But come in at 1.4.
Okay. I love you, baby.
I love you too.
Okay, bye.
Does anybody know whose phone this is?
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the music video part of the Doug and Jeff show. Doug, you're the coolest guy there ever was. Ever. Well, thank you, Jeff. But, our special guest tonight is Donnie Avenue. Hey, Donnie, say hi, everybody. Hey, Doug and Jeff. Donnie's got his new rock video called When I Walk Alone. So, everybody, welcome Donnie Avenue.
When I walk alone, that's when time is found. When I walk alone, just don't feel
Doug, have you seen the photos that the NASA high-rise camera sent back from the planet Mars?
Yes, Jeff, I have, absolutely. I'm an enthusiast with this Mars project.
It's pretty amazing, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, let's take a look at some photos here. I've got a couple of them here. See that?
Yeah,
It
I've
looks a
seen
lot
that.
like the Mojave Desert with the boulders and like
does.
planet Earth.
Yeah, and there's another one.
Here's another one. Oh, that's the Mars rover there.
Right, that's been lodged against that big rock here for about 2 years now, Jeff.
I guess they can't figure out the reverse yet.
Yeah, the software, they're updating it, I guess. It needs a new update, I think.
Right. Oh, and here's another one.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's pretty cool. It's
That's
got
got
trees
trees.
just like on planet Earth. So
Yeah.
we have a lot of similarities, it looks like, between
Yes, we
Mars
do.
and planet Earth.
Yeah. Here's another picture.
What is that thing in the distance there, Doug? That outcropping? What is that?
Well, let's zoom it in here, Jeff, 3,000 times,
Okay.
and look at this picture from NASA.
Oh my gosh! A
Yep.
7-Eleven?
I couldn't believe it either.
They got a 7-Eleven on Mars?
Yep.
Oh my gosh! It looks like it's a new one too, because if you look through the windows there, you see the shelves aren't in there, the counter or anything. But
Well,
they got
yeah,
the
it's
Coke machine and the ice machine.
right. It's they're bringing all the supplies in the next week. They've got a few electrical problems they got to figure out yet. But when NASA was there that day, and I'll show you on this next picture here,
What?
we captured an employee being hired.
You're kidding?
Yep, here he is.
Oh wow!
Isn't-
That's an employee for 7-Eleven?
Yeah, well, it must be. He's got that coat on, the 7-Eleven coat. So
That's true.
they were able to communicate with these Martians now. And, they have the same thing in this 7-Eleven as we do on our 7-Elevens, like the chips and the Slurpees and you name it, Jeff, they have it. So, but what is the biggest selling product on Mars, I wonder? So,
Oh, that'd be a good question. What was it,
well, here's what NASA found out, folks.
It's a Mars bar.
A Mars bar.
It's
Well,
only
that's
right.
understandable.
In fact, being it's only right, we're going to see you on the other side here after this little tidbit here.
You betcha.
Doug and Jeff Show.
Today's forecast is bright and sunny with an 80% chance that I'm wrong. Why Phoenix summers are so hot, we go to McDonald's to get coffee and pour it on our laps just to cool off.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah.
Hey, our neighbor next door, her and her husband are having their first little baby.
Oh,
Yep, it's almost due. She was, since it was the first one, we were getting to talking, and she's asking me a lot of questions, Jeff. I answered them the way I best knew how, and I said, well, I'll talk to somebody who I know is very smart about this. He's my partner on the Doug and Jeff Show, and she did say she watches the show regularly, Jeff. But here are some of the questions. I gave her my set of answers, and I told her I'll talk to you. We'll ask you the questions and give her those answers. So here's about 6 questions or so. The first question she asked, should I have a baby after 35?
no, 35 children is enough.
Right. That's a good way of looking at it, Jeff.
Yeah,
Good way.
yeah.
I'm not sure if that's what she meant, but now here's question number 2.
Okay.
She says now she's 2 months pregnant. When will I feel my baby move?
Right after college, then you like it all.
I'll pass that on, Jeff.
All right, good deal.
And let's
You do that.
pass on to the next segment.
Hey, Doug, did I tell you that my credit card was stolen yesterday?
Oh, no, Jeff, that's too bad. Did you
Right.
cancel it, though, bud?
No, I didn't report it because the guy that stole my card, he's spending less than my wife, so I figure I'm coming out ahead.
Good call, man. Good call. Hey, I'm going to see if I can give my cards away to somebody, man. It'll save me some money. Yeah.
Save yourself some money, absolutely. At any rate, there's been a rash of robberies here in Los Angeles in the past 2 weeks.
I know.
But I got to tell you, crime doesn't pay the way it used to. I mean, what with security cameras on every corner and in every parking lot, thieves are having to be more creative to pull off a heist.
Wow, I know, Jeff. I've even had to resort to getting a real paying job, Jeff. It just isn't worth it anymore to do these B&Es, man.
Yeah,
The
you're right.
return investment doesn't support the effort that you have to go through to rob.
Hey, tell me about it. Robbery just doesn't seem to pay anymore, which is a crime in itself, I think.
I do too, Jeff.
At any rate, I've got a few clips here that show what a solid robbery plan should include. This guy has probably worked on this plan for weeks. Let's take a look.
All right.
Now, see there, Doug? That's key. See how he's walking around the back of the building?
Yeah.
You have to be cloaked in secrecy to make sure no one is watching you.
Very important, Jeff, to rob.
Ow, that's gotta hurt.
Wow, I'll bet you that wasn't part of the plan.
No, but he's a pro. He's gonna get up. See? Good job, good job. Now that the first leg of the plan is accomplished, he's accessed the roof and readied himself for the next step. Oh boy. Well, sometimes you just have to improvise. I'm sure he'll clean that up before he makes his escape. Again, keeping a neat robbery site and making sure that you're quiet is critical to success. Now watch how I'm sure he'll gently ease himself down to collect the goods.
Here he goes.
Ow! Oh boy. Oh no, gather your thoughts now and continue on with your foolproof plan. Come on, get up, buddy. Tenacity, you gotta do it. Now the plan is coming together. A shopping cart is clever and functional to a smart robber. Now grab the goods and be sure not to leave any fingerprints. Excellent technique. Now for the getaway. All slick crooks have a watertight exit plan. And remember, Doug, alcohol is never recommended.
Never.
You must be sober at all times.
That's the first rule of robbery, Jeff.
That's right. That's why I was never a very good robber. Successful robbers have scoped out the targeted area for usable tools for escape, like this ladder.
There it is. Yep.
Nice touch. Yeah, good job.
Good job.
Oh boy, I think this is the third fall for this guy.
Now that's his first mistake. He should have disconnected the camera right from the beginning.
Now it's time to rethink your plan. Take a deep breath, have a cigarette, and devise a new plan. Giving up is not an option.
No way.
Then again, when you know you're beaten, it's clear you have to chalk it up to the eyes.
Yeah, chalk it up to the eyes. He does have pretty eyes, Jeff. You know, come
No, not the eyes, the eyes.
Oh.
See, all professional burglars like this guy, robbers, they know that they're going to get caught one every 10 times. So they pulled off 9 drunken robberies with success. They get caught on the 10th time. They got to spend a night in jail, which gives them time to dream up their next scheme. And they're on the streets again by tomorrow.
Ah, I got you. Yeah, the odds are quite different these days. It's like you say 10 to 1. But when I was robbering, it was 100 to 1. So I could do 100 or 99 and then get busted on money. So
Right.
those are different.
Did you ever make it to 100?
A couple times I did, Jeff. A couple times.
So 200.
But I had to get that new job. You remember that?
Yeah.
I had to get that
That's true.
real- What's that? That's that piano again.
Oh, there's the music. You know what that means.
Yep. Time to
Yep.
say goodbye, folks. Time to
See
say
you
goodbye.
later.
I want to thank everybody for watching tonight. Who we got to thank, Jeff?
Kim Jong-il,
Mm-hmm.
Kim Jong-un,
Oh, yeah.
Charles Hodge.
Oh, yeah.
Our buddy Tom Bukowski.
Good
He had a
buddy
big
Tom.
part in it.
Thanks,
Thanks
Tom.
for all your help, Tom. Please
Tom-
say hello to Clarence for us. He seems like a great guy.
Right.
And who else?
Well, we want to thank Tom for sending in all his information. He's the one that sent it to us, so, we want
Right,
to thank him.
exactly.
for
Yeah,
sending
Tom
it.
sent all that stuff in so we could build that little expose of him.
And
We got to thank Charles.
Charles.
I mean, what am I saying? Charles, I meant Carl. We got to
Carl.
thank Carl.
Carl.
Of course, Carl. We couldn't do the show without Carl.
Oh, in the world as crazy as it gets, it's always good to laugh, and I hope you've thrown a few laughs to our
Right.
show tonight, Jeff. I want to thank Mike O'Mara because as we're Mike, as what we do while we're editing the show and stuff like that, we always have your music on in the background. It's great
Right.
music. I love listening to it, and I do want to say that that's the absolute truth of the matter.
Yep.
Your music is very soothing, and I have it in the background all the time.
Yeah, we got to have some new songs from you, Mike, so we can put them on the air.
Yeah. And,
Also, we forgot to thank Donnie Avenue. He
oh
was on.
yeah, thanks Donnie for showing up tonight. I love that song.
No, that is a good song.
And the world is a crazy place, but take good care of each other, say a prayer for each other, and be aware of each other in this world because it'll get better.
Yep, it will. Keep the faith, people. It's going to get better. You're absolutely right.
And one last thing, show's not over until you see the whites of Jeff's eyes. So
Which isn't going to be anytime soon because they're pretty bloodshot right now, I think.
Well, keep the computer going until the very end, till you see the whites of those eyes, everybody.
Right, exactly.
All right, everybody. Hey, Jeff, I'll see you next time on the Doug and Jeff Show. It's been great.
You bet, buddy. Take care.
All right. See you, folks.
That's all, folks.